I thought I was helping until I realized I forgot the person who needed me most. This happened just a few hours ago, and honestly, I'm still sitting with the weight of it. My sister-in-law is 18 weeks pregnant. She also has 2 young kids. This morning, she went to the ER. There, she found out the baby had died. She didn't call us directly. She called her parents, who live about 4 hours away in Canada. They in turn called my wife. The second my wife heard the news, she grabbed her keys and rushed to the hospital. As for me, I went into mechanical mode. I work from home, so I packed up our kids, grabbed extra car seats, and drove straight to the ER to meet my wife so I could take my niece and nephew. I figured she'd need to focus completely on her sister. I texted her regularly, asking how her sister was doing, if her husband had arrived yet, whether they needed anything. I even called her parents to coordinate their travel and made sure everything was lined up logistically. I swapped cars around to make it easier with all the kids. I got them lunch. I made sure the practical things were taken care of. And when my wife came home, we sat down and she told me what happened. I listened. I asked about her sister. I expressed concern. I tried to be present. And once everything seemed calm, I asked if it would be okay for me to get back to work, just to finish the things I had stepped away from earlier that morning. That's when she looked at me and said, "You're so cold, so calloused, you don't even care." I was stunned. Then she started crying, and that's when it hit me. I had been so focused on helping, on fixing things, on keeping everyone afloat, that I never stopped to check on her. Not once. I didn't ask how she was doing, how she was holding up after hearing that her sister had lost a baby, after being the first one in the family to show up, after pushing her own grief aside to be strong for someone else. I just didn't see it. So I stood up, wrapped my arms around her, and held her for a long time. Then we sat and talked for an hour about everything. Here's what I learned. Even when you're trying your best to help, don't forget about the people who are helping too. The ones who are jumping in headfirst, who seem strong and capable, may be the ones barely keeping it together. They might not show it right away, but they still need to be seen. It wasn't about neglect. It wasn't about being unkind. It was about tunnel vision, trying so hard to hold everything together that I missed the person closest to me, quietly unraveling. And to be clear, my wife is a wonderful person. She wasn't being selfish. She dove headfirst into her sister's pain and only let herself feel the weight of it once things started to settle. Her words came from a place of grief, and honestly, she's allowed to feel everything she felt. We've been married for 17 years. We've weathered our share of storms. And if I've learned anything, it's this. Being there for someone isn't just about taking action. It's about presence. It's about asking, "How are you doing?" even when they seem fine, especially when they don't ask for it. So today wasn't a failure. It was a reminder that love is more than support. It's attention. And sometimes that's all someone really needs.